Hello.
Hi. Happy Merry.
We're like going. This is
we're going. Merry Crimbo.
Merry Crimba.
Merry Crimble. Happy Krampus. Merry.
Whatever.
Happy Merry Hanukkah. Christmas.
Hanukkah.
With those holiday greetings and gifts.
No, we're doing Hanukkah reviews separate. I have Hanukkah reviews, don't worry.
Dreidel, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's that movie from 1979. Dreidel, motherfucker. We're reviewing a Christmas movie, guys. Because, you know, it's Christmas. When this goes up, it'll be Christmas.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Merry. So, we did a Christmas movie, you guys. And, you know, in the spirit of the holidays.
We reviewed Christmas with the Cranks.
Yes! It was horrifying.
The scariest fucking movie you've ever seen.
We reviewed Krampus. Directed by Michael Dougherty, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Who also did.
Who also directed Trick or Treat, another excellent holiday horror film. And it stars Toni Collette and Adam Scott and some other...
that one guy who is so good at just playing the character you hate. What is his name?
I don't even know. There's so many people in this movie.
You'd know him if you saw him.
So Krampus tells the story of a family on Christmas, or around Christmas, celebrating the holidays with their
Circa Christmas.
What?
Circa Christmas.
Yeah. And they're celebrating the holidays with their extended family, who are insufferable people, much like we've all experienced in our lives. We all have those family members who we don't like, you know?
Definitely voted for Trump. What?
What?
No.
Don't get political.
Sorry.
And so, you know, when one of them stops believing in the holidays, a bunch of Christmas-themed demons, gods, whatever you want to call them,
demigods,
show up to teach them all an important lesson about the spirit of Christmas.
God save your fucking soul if you don't have Christmas spirit.
I love this movie. I'm just gonna say
this was a solid movie. Let's just let's just dive right into it.
Like seriously, I saw this in theaters when it first came out, and I
did not.
The second I did though, and I said it to you, I was like, this is gonna be the kind of movie I watch every year around the holidays. It's genuinely great. It's like I can't express how much I adore this film.
It was really like it's hard to get that perfect mix of what am I looking for? I don't want to say campy, but it's hard to get that perfect mix of cheeky, intentionally corny, good. It was like
it managed to be a whole bunch of things. It's funny. It's emotionally like it's got some emotional weight to it.
A lot of elements go into making a good batch of eggnog, and you can easily fuck it up.
Yeah, this fuck it up.
Was a good batch of eggnog.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like I said, it's
with a little bit of Sailor Jerry in there.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. It's emotionally like it's got some emotional weight to it. It's got a lot of really good horror elements, and most of all, it captures the Christmas spirit so well. Like it gives you a really nice little warm feeling in you.
Especially the ending.
No, seriously, it's such a sweet movie, and I love it, and it's such a blast. I can't really express enough. So yeah, let's just dive right in and just talk about what we liked. What did you like about this movie?
Practical effects.
Yes.
Practical effects.
Oh my god,
oh
yes.
my goodness.
Not everything. Most of the effects in this film are practical.
Puppets.
With the exception of, I think the only things that weren't are the gingerbread men.
And the robot.
And the robot was. The robot was full practical. The robot was just
like straight up like stabbing the guy?
Yeah, that was just like an animatronic. But I think the teddy bear and the gingerbread men were CG. But aside from that, it's all practical effects, and it looks amazing, and it was
done so well.
It really is, especially.
This is a good example of when CGI has to be used. You can't.
Right, it has to be used sometimes.
For the gingerbread man and the bear, that's something.
It was never overly distracting.
But they did it so good.
Yeah.
Like, CGI can be done right. You just have to do it right.
And it never takes you out of it or distracts you. It's just a blast. Like I can't really express that enough. I love the designs of like the things too. Just the designs of all the different creatures. You have the fucking Jack in the Box, which is.
Well, go on. What you were going to say about the mask too?
Well, I mean, you have the elves who all have their own individual mask designs, and it looks great. The creepy fucking Jack in the Box with its predator mouth.
Oh, it's terrifying.
And then you have like Krampus himself, who has like I love the design of it with like the full Santa robe and just everything, like the horns, the fucking like
salad fingers,
the sleigh bells dangling from chains all over his body, and it's got the creepy little
feelers. He had like feelers,
pumpkin head like hands, and then you have the face, which is in the canon of the movie, it is a mask. He's wearing a Santa Claus mask on his actual face, which you never see, but you get little glimpses of it with like the goat eyes behind the mask, and you see another mouth behind the mouth of the mask. It's so cool, and there's so many great little details in this movie that just, oh my god, I love it. I love it.
It was a solid film.
Also, I love the acting. I really love the acting in this movie, and I like that just they really managed to capture, like, you know, the feeling of being with your extended family at Christmas, because you know you don't always like everyone in your family, and
it can be a rough time.
It can be a rough time. They can be a little bit insufferable, but I mean, it's at the end they're still your family, and it's like they capture it so well, and they capture that, like, that heartfelt nature really well, and I love this movie so much.
It really is. It's like, aside from being a good movie, it just has like a lot of moral points to it.
Yeah, and I really like that it subverts a lot of expectations in that, like, you know, you're expecting it to go one way, and especially toward the end, you think they're gonna go a certain way with it because it seems like that's the way they're going with it, and you even like, really, and then they don't, and it's just so good. And I mean, I do want to delve into spoilers toward the end of this a little bit just to talk about that, because it was what I said to you about it, what this movie essentially is. But I mean, overall, this is just a really incredibly well done holiday horror film. What else?
I even rank it as comedy horror.
Yeah, it's definitely a comedy horror, but Trick or Treat too. It's like it's got comedic element.
Campy.
Yes, it's very campy. But it's such a blast. It's really just a ton of fun. And I think, like I said, the biggest thing I love about this movie is that it just captures the feeling of the holidays so well. Like, you get the same feeling from this movie that you get from something like It's a Wonderful Life or a Christmas Story, or if
you're demented and sick in the head, like
right.
us.
But I mean, well, that's what I'm saying though. Even then, it's dark, but it's just such a good time, and it's such a good feeling. And I love it, and like it's got a nice little lesson in there, and it's really great, and it's a sweet movie. Like I said, I compare this to like Gremlins, actually, because it's very much like Gremlins, and that is the same type of humor with, like, you know, you have horror elements, but it's humorous at the same time, and it captures just the holiday spirit in such a nice way, and it just leaves you feeling all warm and fuzzy inside. You curl up with a nice glass of eggnog and you watch this movie, and
many glasses of eggnog.
Or just like just like hot chocolate. It's like it's snowing outside, and you want to watch this movie and just get hot chocolate and wrap yourself up in a blanket.
Round.
Seriously though, like it's
9 out of 10 times family say, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Honestly though, like I really feel like this is a good family horror film.
A good family horror film. If you're that kind of family.
Well, I'm saying, like, Poltergeist is another example of that. Poltergeist is a family horror film. It's like a horror film you can sit down with all the cousins and nieces and nephews.
I'll add this to my Christmas list.
It's just such a fun movie.
I'd say my Christmas list now for like Christmas movies will. I feel like this is gonna, the more this sets in, the more this is gonna earn its spot like every Christmas.
It really deserves it.
It's gonna be like Christmas movies. It's gonna be mandatory viewing. It's gonna be Nightmare Before Christmas, Die Hard, The Shining, Krampus.
Of course, Mike was like, I don't know how I felt about that movie. I'm like, fuck you.
I know where you live, and I've known where you lived for 23 years. Don't think I will come to your door and smack some sense into you.
But, like, that's the thing. Like, this movie, it's not afraid to be dark, because it gets very dark at times. But at the same time, it manages to do so in a very Christmassy way.
Exactly.
And you're watching, you know, like, people get pulled under the snow by a giant snake
that
thing,
you never really see.
all while Silent Night is playing in the background. It's a beautiful scene. It's so well done, and it's just, oh my god. Actually, I do give them a lot of respect for paying really, like, special attention to the actual folklore from Germany.
That I don't know too much about, so you're...
There's obviously, there were liberties taken, and they had to make this a fun holiday movie, but...
Well, they would have to translate centuries-old legend into modern
times, but they take, you know, the actual legend of Krampus, and they make it really just... They adapt it in a really special way, and they you can tell there was a lot of love thrown into this movie. And also, that was what I wanted... The animated sequence in the middle of the film.
That was so good. I like that.
No, there's a really excellent just entire sequence in the middle of this film that just goes straight to like 3D animation,
Coraline-ish kind of.
Oh yeah, like it's not. I don't think it's actual claymation, but it's like CG made to look like claymation, and it's so cool. And it kind of reminded me of you know what it reminds me of a lot?
What?
The scene in Deathly Hallows Part 1, where they're telling the story of the three brothers.
Yes.
It's very similar to that, and I love that. It's
Oh,
just,
I can say I know that now.
yeah, now you can. Oh, congrats. I'll say I can't think of anything I didn't like about this movie. It's just there's so much to enjoy. Is there anything you like disliked about it?
No, I really can't think of it.
And I've seen like a lot of complaints be like, "Oh, it's totally inconsistent." I don't think so at all.
No.
I think it's very. It's like like I feel like the tone was pretty set across the board. It was just really like straightforward the whole time, and I love that. I'm just gonna take this. No, let's do ratings, and I'll talk about this spoiler real quick.
Okay.
What would you rate this movie?
I'd say must see.
Must see.
A solid must see.
I would say it's.
I shouldn't say that. That's going to misconstrue being solid as one of our ratings.
No, I would definitely say it's a must.
It's a really bad good. It's a very. I don't know how to say. It's a must see.
I agree with you. No, I would definitely say it's a must see. I think just because it's just a great Christmas movie in general. I would say everyone should check it out at some point. Just like gather the family around the fireplace and just watch Krampus because it's really
get
great.
everybody. Get your
whole family and just be like, hey, like let's watch a really just fun holiday horror movie, and it's really a great time, and I really can't stress that enough.
Blue balls.
I'm gonna talk about spoiler real quick, or brief spoiler real quick, and just the ending in that sense that they at a certain point make it set up to seem like it was all a dream, but it wasn't a dream, was it? Ultimately I really love that.
Very Shining-esque.
It's Shining-esque, but it reminds me of like I said, it really cements this movie as what I said it was, which is it's a really dark version of A Christmas Carol. Right down to
it all comes down to like learning your lesson.
Right down to the kid falling into like hell and then waking up and it's like, oh, is it all a dream? But he learns his lesson and like the family learns their lesson, and it's just a really it's really a sweet ending.
It is.
I love that.
Or is it?
Well, it is because Krampus is like, yo, I'm keeping an eye on you, motherfuckers. But at the same time, like they're all living happily, and that's my interpretation anyway. And I love that so much.
Yeah, him opening up the present is the little
bell ornament thing.
Him opening up he's open.
Yes.
You shouldn't have.
Oh, it's such a nice ending. It's just such a sweet movie. It's like it's dark, but it's just such a great time. It's a movie about family. It's a movie about the holidays, and I'm gonna close this with a question. What do the holidays mean to you? We're getting deep here on Horror Pals, guys.
What do the holidays mean to me? It means going out to the coast to see your wife, who is the
Give a serious answer, man. It's Christmas.
Of Nakatomi Plaza Enterprise. Oh, okay.
Give a serious answer. Just look into the camera and give the audience.
What is the holiday? What are the holidays for?
What do they mean to you?
Putting all the shit aside, the other 364 days of the year throw at you and getting together with those you care about most. And putting everything, all your differences aside, and just coming around and doing whatever it is you gotta do. Maybe you gotta lube up the atmosphere with a little bit of Sailor Jerry and the eggnog, doing what you gotta do. Get together with your people that mean the most to you. Put aside your differences and have a good time.
Well, he said, I mean, it's it's Christmas. You got one day a year. You guys just put aside all your differences and, love each other.
And then watch Hans Gruber fall off Nakatomi Plaza.
Yes. But, I mean, really, it's about family. It's about togetherness. It's about, coming together, and it's about giving. It's about,
I'm feeling shit. I don't like it.
It's about giving, you guys. It's about making everybody feel good and, be kind, ultimately, is what
It's about giving, and what better gift
than Victoria's Secret. Give us money.
Victoria's Secret, pay us.
Please. It's a special, it's like, it comes once a year, you guys, and it really, it's a special time. Just, it's the one time a year where everybody can put aside their differences and, just get together and be merry and be happy and get very drunk, but get lit, but at the same time, just really just give back. This is the one time a year to really treat others with respect and love, and especially given the current social political climate, that is really something that everybody could use right now.
Christmas is the one day that when Uncle Greg at the dinner table says, so about that wall, just say, you know what, Uncle Greg?
Tomorrow. Given the social and political era we're in, I really think it's important to just take this time to really everyone love each other and really just respect one another and give back if you can. And
pay it forward.
Yeah. And, you know, from our hearts and our little family
Our
here.
dark, small,
from our black hearts.
diseased, demented hearts.
From our little, you know, our family here at Horror Pals.
Mike and Sean are
somewhere, you know.
They're the Christmas spirit.
They are the Christmas spirit. We, you know, really, guys, we extended our deepest, all our love out to you guys. And you know, we hope you have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Kwanzaa, Happy whatever.
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
That, and a Happy New Year. And we really love you guys. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Do you think that if we modeled Victoria's Secret apparel, they'd pay us?
It's Christmas. Nothing bad's gonna happen on Christmas.